Justin Herzl, Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. We are in the northeastern part of Nebraska, specifically just to the southeast of Homer, Nebraska, located in the Dakota and Thurston County, eastern part of those counties together. Sioux City, probably 30-40 minutes away. Omaha is going to be an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes away. Lincoln's probably closer to 2 hours. I think the location of this property is key where it's at, because you're far enough away from some of the bigger cities, but you're close enough to be within that hour to 2 hour threshold a lot of people are looking for. Landscape on the ranch and the property, in the bottoms, it's going to be flat off the property, feeding out to the river with a bunch of crop ground. Once you enter the property, you're going to start seeing some rolling hills with hardwood timber, ranging from ashes to oaks to elms to walnuts. Trails created through the property that you're big enough to get an ATV or four-wheeler down, many miles of those. Implements, maybe a small tractor to tend to the food plots and some sprayers. In the past 10-15 years, walnut as a wood harvesting agent has become fairly big, and there's been a lot of producers or buyers paying some good money for that. I believe about 10 years ago they harvested quite a bit of walnut off here. By no means all. That brought in a pretty good paycheck that provides some additional income for the property. I believe, according to the owner, that there's probably at least 4 to 5 times that still here that could be harvested within the next 10 years if you wanted to do so. There's a handful, anywhere from probably 6 to 10 different food plots or standing corn or standing beans, ranging from the bottom with currently a standing soybean plot with some brassicas planted back behind them just for different times of season food sources. Once you move up to the south of the property, you're going to find different sizes, smaller food plots with multiple stand locations. Those are in brassicas as well. You move a little bit further south, you're going to find a fairly substantial CRP field with some native grasses and cover for bedding, which are going to have some cedar lines that were instituted to help with the cover of the winter and protection of those animals, as well as some standing corn plots and some different food sources there as well. Property's turnkey. I mean, it's you can come and show up and hunt that next day if you wanted to. Realistically, he's done all the work. He knows every single placement a stand should be based off the topography of the property. So everything's ready to go. And when we're showing properties, it's always fun to see where the new stands are located, but also the old stands that guys made out of wood and they're falling apart, etc., because that those deer have been using that specific area or that trail for years and years. And that's what Mike's documented here. Mike and his family and some friends that he's allowed to hunt, many Pope and Young bucks. Mainly they've been acquired via bow hunting. The documentation with the amount of trail cameras he's running year-round, mock scrapes, mineral licks, he's getting, I would estimate, somewhere in that 35,000 to 45,000 trail camera pictures per year. So he knows every deer that's on and off here, knows the age, knows the maturity level, and he has a lot of 6x6 genetics here, which is, it's rare to see that, all come together as one and keep that genetic pool here. That shows on this property because, I think his main love is those whitetail deer and mule deer, which they have seen some mule deer on camera. They have seen some elk here on camera, mountain lion or two as well. As you come up on the north end of the bottom of the ridge, you're going to have a rustic house that was built in the mid-1800s. They've added on to that with a couple bedrooms, central heat, but nice rustic, get out of the wind, perfect spot for it, and very livable, nice place. It's rare to find a property with everything in place, from multiple food spot locations, trails, easy access to every stand. You have a cabin in place, which is always a big bonus because you can come and stay at the property if you're not 30 minutes away living. You have the amenities on the outside for the summer and the winter. You have the fire pit. You have some different amenities with the sheds. There is a live stream and creek bottom on the property. It's kind of coming from that northwest portion of the property, or west central. There's going to be springs located throughout that creek bottom that is live year round. I believe in 2012, when we had the extreme drought, there was still water flowing in one side of that creek. The hardwood timber on the bluff side of this is very clean. There's not a cedar in here. There are a few cedars out in the CRP that were planted with a purpose and that are maintained as that winter cover, but the hardwood timber, the cleanliness of the forest floor, the trails that are manicured throughout, it's a lot of sweat equity that's put into this and a lot of love, and it makes showing the property, hunting the property, and being able to utilize it in its entirety very, very easy.